Hi friends, so I know I've already done a vegan video today, but I'd quickly talk about this thing I just saw on Graham Elwood, the Political Vigilante's channel. Check out his channel, it's a good one. He does all sorts of videos. He's not vegan, but I think, he might be heading that way, hopefully. But anyway, I just saw this, the animal kill clock, I think it's called. It's a big billboard that has been put up in the UK and in the United States. I don't know how many cities it's been put up in, but it goes through the amount, it ticks over every time how many animals have been killed this year in the United States and in the UK, and I wanted to just show you that. I don't think Graham Elwood would mind, but it's quite powerful because it really reminds you of the carnage for completely unnecessary reasons. Because as you know, I've mentioned this a few times, we don't need animal products at all to survive. We can easily meet all our nutrition requirements from plants and other non-animal sources. So this powerful image of this clock ticking over on this billboard of all the animals so far that have been killed in 2019 really drives home the carnage, the unnecessary killing, and that is happening every single second of the day. And that's just in the, these are just separate billboards for the UK and for the US. If this was a world clock, a global clock of the kill, it would be flicking over by the thousands every second, because there's 1 trillion plus land and aquatic animals every year, and that's a conservative estimate, tortured and killed for trivial reasons of mostly palate pleasure. So, although I don't agree with the people who have sponsored this, I think it's the same people that do Veganuary, and I won't go into the why I'm not crazy about Veganuary. Just briefly, I'll just say that if you make an ethical decision not to do something like not to be racist, to work on your racism and to work on your homophobia or heterosexism, whatever it is, you don't just sort of decide, oh, well, I'll do that for January. You decide to do it for life. That's what ethical positions are. They're not something that you sort of do occasionally and then, or do it for a little while and then decide whether you want to continue. If you've truly internalized an ethical position, if you realize otherizing humans is wrong, otherizing them for irrelevant criterion such as race or species, such as race or class or sexual orientation or gender diversity or whatever it is, if you realize that these are irrelevant criterions and that we all belong to the moral community, the same goes with speciesism. If we realize that animals are sentient and they just happen to be another species, and that's not a good reason to make them to discount them from the moral community and to stop using them as resources and property. Speciesism is just like any of these other discriminations. It's all based on otherizing a group, based on irrelevant criterions. Sentience is all that matters. So anyway, so that's why I'm not crazy about Veganuary as a thing, because I feel like if, they should be pushing just for people to go vegan for life, because that's what ethical positions are. There's no such thing as ex-vegans, because if you've truly internalized the ethical position, which is what veganism is, then you won't return to consuming animals or using animals for any other reason. You just won't. And that's why, I have issues with things like Veganuary or particularly meat-free Mondays, which is sort of really unfortunate because dairy and eggs are products of incredible violence. So meat-free Mondays is just another one of those fad things, and sadly, it sort of doesn't take the issue of animal sentience seriously. I urge people to not do this half measures thing, or to not do every little bit helps and all of that kind of thing, or baby steps. Baby steps are for babies. We're adults. if we're old enough to understand that killing is wrong, if we're old enough to understand that we shouldn't be harming the vulnerable, we shouldn't be exploiting the vulnerable, we shouldn't be enslaving the vulnerable, then we are old enough to be vegan. And, you know, I mean, it's something that we're told when we're young that killing animals and harming animals is not okay. I mean, most of us are. And then of course, then at the same time we're sitting down to eat animal products, which are products of incredible violence. So it's a confused message, a morally confused message we're given when we're growing up, and that's why it doesn't help when organisations like that promote Meat-Free Mondays or Veganuary or whatever sort of a fad, whatever sort of a trend it is. Like it just doesn't help things. We need to start looking at the issue in a clear way, start speaking about it in a clear way, and act on that information, act on the fact that any ethical position, we need to internalize it and then act on it for life. So anyway, but I'm going to leave you, I don't think Graham will mind if I show what he had filmed today with this billboard. I'm going to leave, and I won't say anything further, but just watch it for a couple of minutes if you're not vegan. Okay, so my name's Trish Roberts. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you like the content, hit the like button, leave comments if you wish, and please click the notifications bell for updates. That's my second vegan video for today. I hope that you like it, and please note that I often speak about veganism in relation to other issues because it's all interconnected. It's all about ending our otherization of others, you know, otherization basically. So anyway, so thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye for now.